In this video, we scour the end, raid several cities for all of the best loot and elytras. We build a majestic and beautiful Nordic-inspired lighthouse on our starter island. And we get mending for all of our tools by trapping a brand new Mending Villager inside that lighthouse. So if you guys find yourselves enjoying this video at any point in time, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let's get into it, shall we? Before we do anything else though, in the last episode we beat the Ender Dragon, and I would very much like to hop back in here and go and explore the end. We opened a gateway by beating the Ender Dragon, and I think it's time for us to hop through that gateway and go and see where it throws us out. Oh, it's right here. That's perfect. That's fantastic. I've got some blocks and some things. I brought the rest of my potions with me as well. A bunch of slabs and a stack of logs, just in case I need some more stuff. I can also use that to make chests and make shulker boxes later. Why is it out over the void? That is so rude. Is this the block that aligns with it? I think this is the block that aligns with it. Either way, we're gonna staircase our way up. Oh, I need to not do that. Not hold down spacebar. And I nailed it. Oh, I'm one too tall. So sure I would do well. Oh well. Okay, let's go ahead and break ourselves down a block. Just like so, and there we go. At least I got it centered. Not at the right height, but centered. I brought some trapdoors. I think I'm gonna use this method to get in there. It's a lot more reliable and stable. It used to be, in the old days, many years ago, that if you missed this portal, you would just die and fall into the void if you used ender pearls. I don't think that's the case anymore, but I am a nervous wreck. Okay, we are here. I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot these coordinates just in case I don't find any others. But I mean, that's cool. That's exactly what we're looking for. With a quick bridge out over the endless void, making sure to keep my eyes down, not to anger any of those endermans, I could quite easily get to that first end city, where, after my first kill, I could make my first shulker box. Sweet inventory management. End City 2 and 3 went very similarly, and up to this point none of them had any ships, so no Elytra. Hey, happy days! That's finally a ship on my fourth End City? Fortress? Thing? Yeah, it's the fourth one, and I'm only finding a ship now. And the fifth one right there, which also has a ship on it. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Thank you, Minecraft. And there is my first ship. The other one right there, I'm definitely gonna go to. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna risk it with an ender pearl and see. Whoa, that could have gone so much worse. Okay, well, I'm here. I am. Oh, there goes the shells. I'm keen for the shells though. Instant health, not right now. And there is the actual prize of Minecraft. Die, please. Thank you. I know it's not the loot chest. I'm just impatient and looking what's in the loot chest. It is that. Sky's the limit, my first Elytra of the series. Now that I have the Elytra, I think I'm willing to risk it. This is probably a mistake, and if I don't make it to that end island, it could very well be the end of me. I've got some ender pearls. Maybe I can save myself if things don't go well. But hop off, and we're just gonna coast. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna make this easily, and hopefully I can get a good bunch more shulker shells out of this city before we get to that ship. Now, I have already had to replace most of my armor with stuff that I found in the end, looting. So I think grabbing this second Elytra right here, it's about time that we head back home. My friends, I'm fairly happy with the amount of loot I got, so we'll throw on that Elytra, run to the top of the ship and see, maybe we can see an exit from here. I do not see one. That is unfortunate. Well, I came from that way, so let's go that way. I am wearing the Elytra, so let's just coast. Throw our chest piece back on, and I have finally found one. It's way out over there. I think it is my nearest one. I don't see any other, so I'm gonna go right over to that one right there. It's taking me a little bit. I've just been pillaring up every now and then. There you can see my last pillar, and then from here, I intend to just coast and go as close to it as I can get. It's over on that island. Of course, that island. I think I can get to this island. I don't think I can get to the island where my actual portal is on, but we'll get as close as we can. I don't have ender pearls. Do I want to risk it? Should be able to land on this lower part at the very least. Do not look at the enderman. Right here. Fantastic. Now, I just gotta figure out how to get up there. That looks like my end island. My spawn, my cobblestone. And in we go. Oh dear. I didn't have my spawn set. Oh well, home isn't far. So, a part that was supposed to be a quick, short little excursion in the video has actually taken up quite a big chunk of it so far. So I think it's time that we move on and get going. Firstly, let's just have a look at all of the loot we got. And from that, I got a bunch of diamond tools, a little bit of diamond armor, got some iron stuff that I'm not too interested in, and I've got all of this stuff. We've got a good amount of iron, a good amount of gold, surprising amount of diamonds, saddles. Now that I don't need them anymore, I'm getting all of the saddles. We've got our first smithing templates, which is fantastic, our armor trims, and nearly 2 stacks of shulker shells, which is beautiful, on top of the 4 shulker boxes I have over here. Real quick, of all of the tools I got, I only got 2 shovels that had mending. None of the others had mending on them. And I only got a helmet and a pair of boots that have mending on it. So these, and I'm thinking one of these, I'm going to take and I'm going to repair some of my tools. Because my armor is a little worse for wear, and of the bunch, the helmet and the boots definitely have the most amount of time and levels into them with all of those enchantments compared to the chest plate and leggings. So I think I want to repair those guys. Also, I almost forgot, where are they? I got 2 Elytras. Yeah, fantastic. This one I have an Unbreaking 3 book for in the meantime. To those ends, I have spent a couple minutes down here again gathering up a little bit more XP, and this is currently where my only anvil is, and I don't want to make another one just to do this. Obviously, if this one breaks, I will, but for now, let's just see. Oh, 17. Wow. I guess we're going with 17. What are the rest gonna cost me? Youch. 26. I have a feeling I'm gonna be spending a bit more time down here, my friends. And with my Elytra now being capable of lasting a little bit longer, I think it is time that I try and find myself the next important key in our village, our town, our survival world development. I need mending. Why? Well, because my pants and my chest plate are still very broken, and most of my tools are really starting to look worse for wear. So I need a mending book. Now, I do not want to get into villagers really just yet. So instead, I think I'm going to go a little bit easier on this. That's all of the gunpowder I have. That's not going to last me very long, but oh well, it'll last me long enough. And yeah, I'm not going to do a whole lot of villager breeding just yet. I am just going to go out. We're going to steal 1 villager, bring that villager back here, put them in a safe space, and I'm going to roll him over until I get mending out of him. And the safe space I think I have in mind, the build palette I need, is going to need a bit of mud, and I've still got a bit of that left over from our first trip to the mangrove swamp. I've got a little bit of packed mud here, but that's primarily for my road building endeavors, which we'll be doing some of today. So I need to make a bit more packed mud, and I don't have a whole lot of hay. I've got some hay bales, but not very many. So I think, first things first, I need to go to a village, and we're not going to steal the villager. We're just going to steal their hay. Because I definitely don't have enough hay or wheat around to make my own hay bales. Nope, not a chance. Now the last village I found was that way, towards the Cherry Grove biome. But I know there's another one up this way that I haven't been to yet. I just remember it existing. And hey, my friends, that's our first ever flight in this world. First rockets I've used. It's fantastic. Look at the aerial view of my little starter area. Imagine more buildings sprawled out across these plains. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I need to hug the coast because the village is just in from the coast, if I'm not mistaken. There it is. There's our target. Do they have hay? I see some hay bales. I brought my hoe this time. Well, with just over a stack and a half extra, I think that'll get me through today's build, but I'm definitely gonna have to invest in some more automation when it comes to wheat down the line, because I really like working with packed mud. With all of my resources neatly packed away in my brand spanking new shulker boxes, I could finally start, and I start by making the landscape just a little bit more interesting, as it is at the moment just a flat blank beach. Thereafter I went ahead and I started using the mud and some spruce logs to build a very wide and sturdy base, as the structure is being built on sand and is therefore in need of some serious support. Moving upward, I started to build in stone variants, purposefully in order to contrast against the very brown base. However, I did include some of that grey in the stone walls in the base, as well as the mud and the spruce logs being the brown colors that I pulled upward into the vertical expansions. And as the tower continued to expand vertically, I stepped it in one space in several places in order to ensure that the base of the structure remained the heaviest center of mass. Additionally, the 45-degree spruce stair roofs I repeated in several places in order for that pattern as well as the color to be a repeating occurrence throughout the build. And that is the lighthouse where I intend to keep our mending librarian villager, at least for a while. I'm very happy with it. It is honestly a fantastic build. I love it, and I really did just make it up on the fly as I built it. It looks very Nordic compared to the rest, which is less so. I mean, something has kind of the Nordic longhouse roof overhangs over there, but whereas the windmill, which really could have done with a very sturdy base like this, looks tall and lanky, this thing looks broad and firmly set in the ground, which is a good thing, being built on primarily sand. Its colors are also very limited and muted compared to, say, the windmill again, which has blacks, greys, browns of various colors, even the green of the copper, which this thing has brown and gray, and that's it. That is the only two colors it has, in varying degrees, but it's simpler. I don't mind it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you like our lighthouse build that we have? We've got some campfires on the top as well, some smoke rising. Let me know your thoughts. What would you have done differently? And while you're there, my friends, why not give this video a like, a thumbs up, that thingamajig, and maybe, you know, a subscription if you're new, if you're finding me for the first time now. I really would appreciate it. As for the current decorations, there are none. Yeah, no, it's very simple, it's very basic. I don't feel like doing interiors right now, but what I do have is a bed for our villager, and I've got a couple of lecterns here that I'm going to use to cycle him through, and I think they're the only job posts in the whole build. I definitely didn't use any other job posts in this build. Maybe in some of the others. I mean, there are barrels up there, but I highly doubt a villager would try and get to those. But I'm planning on dropping him off right here on this beach area, and he should just go after either the lecterns or the bed. Fingers crossed. Villagers are never easy to work with, which is why I've been avoiding them so far. But that should work, I hope. Upstairs, it's a bit of a wonky staircase because it does get narrower up a couple spaces. There's absolutely nothing here. The villager can get up here. And now that I see this, he can also technically get onto here and fall down there, which is not something I want him to be able to do. So I'll have to fix that. But he cannot get to the top. I could not remember if villagers can climb ladders. So just in case I've got a trapdoor here, I can climb past that easily. But if I open it, there's no way he can get past it. So fingers crossed, I just need to come and fix this. And I think the only way I'm going to do that is by adding another log on top of it. With my villager prison done, I could return to that village we got the hay bales from earlier, which thankfully sits right next to a river that connected back to the ocean, so catching a villager in a boat was an absolute breeze. Thereafter, it was as simple as sailing him across the open ocean back to our starter village area, where I could show off all of the wonderful things I've built so far, all of the things that this villager would never get to experience. And obviously, everything went incredibly smoothly, very well, until the very end of this villager moving transportation process, where I was just too slow. No. Oh, I was too slow. I was too slow. Come back here. Sir, I would like you to go back in there, please. I'm proud of you. You've taken the job you needed. I need you to please go back inside of the tower so I can lock you in there for the rest of your days. Please. Yeah, you'll love it, I promise. It'll be grand. Please. Sir. You're being very rude and inconsiderate. No, where are you going? Sir. This is not allowed. No. No. Thank you. Okay, I got him back in a boat, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, you're just gonna sit there in your boat and you're gonna... What is up with your butt and your legs? Cursed Minecraft images right there. We're just gonna wait for the sun to get nice and low, and hopefully he will see that bed in there and try to go to it. That bed. No other bed. You hear me? Bed? No. Stupid villager. Is that bed just in a bad place for you? I wouldn't think so. We'll put the bed there. I have no idea where. I think he's trying to go back to his home village because there are no beds nearby for him to see. Bed, sir. Monsters are gonna start spawning and then you and I are in trouble. No, you idiot. Okay, now if I break your boat, are you gonna go to your workstation? Do not go into that nether portal. That way. Please. I'm begging you. Oh no, villagers and trapdoors. Okay, now he's locked in. Finally. I can fix my build, you stupid villager. We're good now, right? What do you have? You don't even have a mending book. How dare you be this full of nonsense and you don't have a mending book? And that's finally a mending book. 18 emeralds ain't too bad. I locked them in just because I was panicking and I didn't want to lose that. Obviously, I don't have 18 emeralds right now, but I'll work on the paper stuff and maybe we can get those 18 emeralds fairly readily. But we got him. How many did that take? Items. I think I want to look at that one. Times mined. So let's sort according to that, and it won't be at the very top, which was 75 times. I don't think I've made lecterns at any other point than in this video, so that took me quite a while. Yeah, you sir better be worth it. Don't die. Don't get yourself killed. The sun is setting. Will you get in your bed, or are you gonna make my life even more difficult? That all said and done, my friends, I think we've just passed the 20-minute mark, there or thereabouts, of the video, and I think I've done a good bit. I'm fairly happy. We've been to the end, we've got our elytras and lots of gear, and we now have a means of getting mending. I just need the means of getting emeralds to get the mending. So we're gonna call it here. That's gonna be the end of the episode. Leave me a comment and name suggestion for this villager. They'll probably be the only villager I name in the coming, episodes. But he is a special villager, so leave a name suggestion. I will look out for those in the comments. And if you have anything else to comment, I really, really do enjoy feedback from you guys. So leave those down there. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. And I'm absolutely excited to see you there.